You know, I think that sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be honest with ourselves about everything, of course, but mostly about the situations that we're in and why or how we got there. Um, it's not like we do it on purpose, right? But like we as humans, we get caught into this world where you get swept up in what you're doing, right? You get swept up in, oh, this is the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. This is the thing, and I'm going to do this thing, and I'm going to stick to this thing. And, you know, life isn't so rigid. Like, how many times have you tried to pursue something and for one reason or another, it just didn't work, right? And you just kept pushing and pushing and pushing until you were miserable. Until every time you thought about that thing, you got some type of anxiety. And I don't mean like regular anxiety. I mean like your body just stiffens. Like your solar plexus just it's like this gut wrenching, like I really don't like that feeling of pure and utter dismay, right? And we didn't listen to that and we just kept going. And I say we, right? Because I've been there too, of course. I'm a regular person. Well, I'm not regular, but I'm a person. And we didn't realize that that thing wasn't what we wanted it to be until it was too late, right? I think that we have to let go of the idea of how something is supposed to turn out, because a lot of the times we have a plan and the universe has a totally different one. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to turn out better than you thought that it would, but it's going to happen in ways that you couldn't even imagine. Knowing that we can't know everything is the one piece of advice that I would give anybody. Regardless of what your religion is, regardless of your spirituality, regardless of your sex, your race, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. At least not to the universe. It might matter to people, but it doesn't matter to the universe. That's why a lot of people ask, well, how come all these good things happen to bad people? Because the universe doesn't discriminate. Those who believe that they are going to get it, get it. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad in our eyes, because the universe doesn't see good or bad. The universe sees an extension of myself, right? And when you're thinking of an extension of myself, I have to love and accept myself no matter what I do or don't do, right? So the universe's love is not conditional based on our actions or non-actions, right? It's unconditional. So whether you take this left or you take a right, or you go 2 miles down and then you make a left and then you make another right, like it doesn't matter. As long as you're doing what you are called to do in that moment, the universe will oblige, because the universe doesn't see good and bad. It doesn't see light and shadow. It doesn't see any of that. Only a human brain can do that, right? We compartmentalize and we say, well, if this doesn't fit in this box, then it doesn't belong, or it's wrong. And that's not the case. Because if that was the case, then look at the universe, look at nature, look at how many different versions of plants there are, right? And in those particular versions, how many subversions are in that particular lineage? The universe is amazing. The universe is vast. You have plants like the Venus flytrap. It's beautiful, but it's deadly. You have poison ivy. It's a plant. It's literally there to grow. What about all the cousins of that particular plant that are poisonous? But the universe still creates it. Snakes come in venomous and not venomous. There is duality in everything around us. So we have to know that in our duality is where our individuality lies. And we have to embrace that. And we have to know that that's what makes up the universe. Like, we are all different colors of a beautiful, beautiful rainbow. But here's the thing. You can't get all the colors of the rainbow without the light in the dark. It has to rain. It has to be clouds. There has to be a situation for the planet, right? Or the clouds to be able to produce a rainbow. But once the not too nice thing happens, the rain, the thunderstorms, the lightning, that's when you get the rainbow. You have to go through the storm to get to the other side. And a lot of people may not understand this because a lot of people probably haven't been through traumatic storms, right? There's a lot of people out here who love to tell you how to go through a storm, but ain't never been through a storm. Okay? Ain't never been through a tornado. Ain't never been through a flood. Ain't never been through an earthquake that was devastating, a volcano eruption. Like real serious tower moments. And don't get me wrong, I'm not negating anything that anybody has been through. What I'm saying is there's levels to this. Okay? And as someone who has been through the fire, okay, as someone who has been through the volcano, as someone who has been through the hurricane and the tornado, as someone who has been through the flooding, I'm here to tell you, honey, you need to get out of your head and stop thinking that it's a popularity contest. It's not no popularity contest. You know where the contest is? It lies within you. Your life is going to be what you want it to be. Your life is going to be what you make it by the decisions that you decide to make. And if you're not happy, then I need you to reevaluate your decisions. I need you to reevaluate your life. There is only light when there is darkness. And we wouldn't know the darkness without the light. Embrace all of yourself, not parts of yourself. Don't be conditional with your love. Show yourself respect, love, compassion, and empathy, just like you would someone else. You have to understand that this game of life is all about duality. The light and the dark. It's not about conditions. It's not about popularity. It's not about, oh, well, I did this and I put in all this work. It's not about any of that. Because sometimes you get it just because you believe you got it. Hear what I said. You get it because you believe that you've got it. Not because you worked skin and bones. Like, yeah, there are people who have to do that. But I can guarantee you that they had some type of scarcity mindset. They had some type of limiting belief. There are a lot of things that we can look at as a glass half empty. But I like to look at it as a glass half full. Because if I hadn't been through what I've been through, I wouldn't be who I am today. And everybody talks about spirituality like it's this grandiose, easy peasy hopscotch deal. It's not, honey. There is good and there is not so good. There is tower moments that I honestly don't know anyone in my circle who could have gone through what I went through and came out a better person for it. Because I see it all the time. I see people that I grew up with. I see people that I went to school with. I see people that I used to be friends with. And the things that they go through and how they just crumble. And it's like, bro, I've been there and then some, and I know exactly like how it feels. And I don't think that they could have gone through that, which is the reason why they have not gone through that. So the universe works in mysterious ways. And some people go through more than other people. There are levels to everything. And when you haven't been through the higher levels, right? You do go through things, but your tower moment and someone else's tower moment are completely different, right? Not to negate what you're going through, just saying there's levels to this. So at the end of the day, what level do you want to be on? Because if you keep sticking with the decisions that you're making, you're going to continue to get what you've already gotten, what you've always gotten. You have to change your decisions, which will change your life. And I know that it's probably a cliche statement, but it is what it is. Just like you can't have the light without the dark. You can't have the good without the bad. It's all about duality. So are you making the decisions that are making you happy? Or are you going to continue to say, my life sucks, and play victim? And I know that that might be a little bit harsh, but, these are some tough times that we're living in. And you really got to know which side are you on. Are you going to continue to stay asleep and play victim as if the world is doing something to you? Or are you going to understand that you are everything and everything is you, and make better decisions so that you can receive the life of abundance that you want? It's all up to you. So, just to recap, life is about duality. The universe is about duality. You can't get the rainbow without the storm. So just hold on. Whatever you're doing, if you're having a tower moment, find a way through it, because your reward is on the other side. It would be sad for you to have gotten this far just to get this far. It's not how the universe works. It wants to give you everything that you want. But how bad do you really want it? It's the question. Love you.